Hello everyone, so today we are going to discuss the problem of the day for the Geeks for Geeks. So the problem is the second largest. Okay, it is an easy level problem and let's read out the problem. So given an array of positive integers, return the second largest element from the array. So we have to return the second largest element from the array, and if the second largest element doesn't exist, then return -1. Okay, and there's a note over here: the second largest element should not be equal to the largest element. So if you see an array like this, as you can see my cursor, the largest element is 35 in here and the second largest is 34. Okay, and so it has an output of 34. And yeah, we don't have to sort the array. Okay, so we have to find a way where we don't need to sort the array. Okay, so let's try and find out first of all the largest element. Okay, so how do we find out the largest element? Now remember, it's given that it's an array of positive integers. Okay, so let largest element be some negative integer. Okay, as we move along the array, we will update the largest element. So we are just writing a code to find out the largest element. So if the element of the array is bigger than the largest, we just update the largest element as the array of I. That's it. That's how we find out the largest element. Now, how do we find out the second largest? Okay, so let's also initialize it with -1. Okay, let's say we have come across this condition, yeah, that array of I is bigger than the largest. Well, but natural array of I will also be bigger than the second largest element. Our second largest element will also be updated, because if it is bigger than largest, then it means we can assign our second largest element as the largest element, isn't it? Now we can change our largest to this new largest element that we have found. What if we have an element which is bigger than the second largest element? Okay, it is smaller than the largest, but it's bigger than the second largest element. Well, then we again can update our second largest as array of I, just like we updated our largest. Okay, and finally, after getting out of the loop, we can return our second largest element. Okay. So let's run the code and see if it works. Well, it is working fine, right? But it will be stuck in one test case. I'll tell you a test case where it will get stuck. Okay, so let's have an array that is consisting of elements like 1, 2, 2. So in here, what is your second largest element? Well, obviously the largest element is 2, right? But as per our code, our second largest element will also be 2. Yes, if we do the dry run, when our I pointer is at 1, our largest will be 1 and second largest is -1. And when our I pointer comes here, the largest element is going to be 2 and the second largest is 1, right? And if we come here, okay, then it'll fall in this condition that array of I is bigger than the second largest, which is 1, because second largest is 1, right? When we come here, and second largest will now be 2. Okay, so let's run the code, okay, and see what the output is. The second largest element should come out to be 2. But what's the expected output? The expected output is 1. Why? Because it is said that the second largest element should not be equal to the largest element. Okay, so we have to specify a condition. We can update the second largest element only if this array of I is not equals to the largest element. Okay, and now let's run the code and see if it is working for that test case. Yes, it's working fine. So now let's try and submit this code and see if it works. And it works. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you.